What's up, all of you little dice twisters? My name is Lucas Cordero, and this is Rorador de Dadinho, whereas known as the Dice Twister. And this will be my first video in English, because I just did all the reconstructions on Yiheng Wang's world record average, and apparently anyone did. So I'm gonna be the first to post the video about it. So here we go. The scrambles are down below. Together is a link to the tool that I used to generate the scramble, made by Basilio. So let's get started. The first solve is a 476 and it's awesome. So in the first scramble, the first thing we see is this pair, but we're not gonna use it. We're gonna make a free pair. He puts the cubedb on the table with the white front, green top, blue top. And the pickup is awesome because he does the LL wide prime like that to put the green, the orange, and not yet the blue, but he's gonna put the blue on all correct in relation to each other. And then this is the first pair that I told you, because he's gonna do R prime to put the blue, F prime, D, R. Here's the pair. He puts it in the back, and he's gonna do that pair next. And then instead of joining the pair and then insert it in the front, which most people would do, he's gonna rotate first to do the pair. But he just don't rotate, he does a kind of a U, the pair was here. He does a U and a D wide prime at the same time to put the pair in the correct position. And he probably saw that inspection. I think, I really believe he thought he saw up to this point inspection, because he's moving really fast. He paired this pair up, and then here he does the optimal choice, which is to just sledge the pair and form this free pair. And then he rotates and go here. And then here he does a UU prime. It's a little fumble. He spends almost half a second here, and then he goes to the pair. I don't know if he was choosing between rotating and doing, or if he just didn't saw some of the pieces. It really doesn't matter. But here he does a lefty sledge, and then here he also takes a little bit of time to realize he have to insert it with a U2. And then he got lefty soon, which is faster than doing anti-soon, and he does perfectly that. And then here we end up with an up-on without AOF, because this piece is right here matching this color. So when we do the AUG he used, it's solved. Now let's go to solve number 2. The information about the cube he used in solve is not yet released, but I do believe it was a Gen 12 UV, which is that one right here. So let's see what he did. Starting with inspection, Y2, X prime. He starts very nicely. He's gonna do, I think, a white cross here. U2, yeah, a white cross. He does a U2 LW to put those two here correct in relation to each other. D2 FR. Pretty simple. He's not doing crazy X crosses. It's not like Timon, who can predict all these things at once. Like, he goes for the simple stuff. And this is his first pair. He does a wide U prime. Instead of putting it like here in the front and leaving like that, he's doing a wide U prime U, inserting it here. And now, since he did this, I think he saw that in inspection every single one of the F12 pieces are oriented, which means he will not have to rotate during his F12. And then for second pair he did that one. Just simple solution. He did the third and the fourth pair together. If you see, this is a cool little multi-slot trick. He joined those two up, he threw back, put it in the front, and then cancelled into doing that pair. He got an F sexy F prime, and then an RU U pump. I don't know if he did the R3 finger trick, I'll have to look up, but he did the RU U pump. Then finished it with UAUF, and this was a 3.98 full step solve. Like, come on guys, sub 4 full step. Where are we heading now? For the third solve, which was the worst solve of them all, he got a 481, and it's so funny because at the end of the video He shakes his head. Anyways, he went for a yellow cross and he did from here. He did a D2. I think he did a D2 with the left hand. U prime, R prime to put that one in. Actually, he did U prime. He did first the R2 and then the L, which may or may not disturb the order. Next pair was that one, U, L prime, U, L, U prime, R, U, R prime. That one the front. But Lucas, shouldn't we solve first the back pairs to then solve one of the front? Yes, if you aren't predicting all of your F12. Like, this guy is just... he's predicting... I think in this solves he predicted 3 pairs. He could have even predicted more. We don't know. We really can't know because he is just this good. And now for the other pair we did a U. And then we went for this pair, which he took it out. While taking it out, he did a DW, U, and inserted it with an U2, R, to pair this pair up. Like, guys, this is just insane. And here is where his luck comes to an end for this solve, because when he inserts this, he gets this case, which was the same of the first solve, I believe. And he saw it's not gonna be a great solve, but because from now on it requires a lot of moves, because then he did the OLL and then a PLL, a TPLL, but it was so fast. Like, for me, I couldn't really notice that this was a TPLL until I got the scramble and were following along what he did, because he did it so blazingly fast. It's just awesome. Let's go to solve number 4. Color neutral people are having literally chills with those scrambles. Look at this orange cross. It's awesome. Like, where is the first pair? I can't even see the first pair because I'm not color neutral, but you get the point. It is awesome. Also is the red cross. A very fast red cross. And a green cross. Also a really fast green cross. But he, best of the world he is, he did a white cross. Because apparently what matters the most is how deep you can see in a solve and how efficient the starter leaf is. So if you are dual color neutral, guess what? The world record holder is dual color neutral, and he can see a ton of stuff, like what he did here. He's gonna do a white cross. He put the cubedb on the table. He did an upper, and this R he does it so fast. Now here is where the speculation comes to where he was using sliding or not in those solves, which I don't think is that much of a problem. We'll see what WCAT will say afterwards, but he put here the red, a D2, U prime, and then he didn't do an L, he did an R wide prime, like that, and he grip while doing this U prime, because he is blazingly fast. Now, he had this pair at the back, which you can track doing this. So I'm not explaining like every single pair in inspection because it is easier to just go tracking down and when with your cubing hands. So he did this pair here in the back. And now here he's gonna do a very smart thing because he noticed this, and I think in that solve he predicted full F12, because when he does that, he does not do this, but instead of doing that, he goes here, he pairs this pair up and takes that one out, and that one he can solve. And now comes the real, like, you can do a ZBLS for this case, which I think is also should be the standard for this case, not that one, or you know, rotating and doing the in left or right. He just put the edge in and cancels into this case, which gave him this very nice ZBL. Like, this is one of the easiest. If you watched my videos, like I posted a video teaching this, so Yiheng Wang, you should literally watch my channel. So that ZB, for those who want to know, is like this. You do this kind of commutator here and it cancels in assume, and it will be just like that. But since he did not do that, because he saw here T and O, I'm gonna spam as much TPS as I can. So he did the standard algorithm, and then that's the part where it shocked me the most. He's gonna do a U and a lefty. J-pump. Like, I can't do left J-pump the way he did. Like, this is probably my fastest left J-pump. I can't do that fast. But he did like 0.7, 0.6, I don't know, I didn't frame counter it, but I'm sure people will. And this may be the fastest official left J-pump ever, because when he finished this, it was a 4.00 solve, 3x3 solve, and it's just amazing. It is nuts that 4 seconds flat solve full step. Like, there are no skips in this average. There are no crazy X crosses. There is not much luck involved. Yeah, this is a really nice set of scrambles. You can't say otherwise. But it is awesome how Yiheng Wang can squeeze every drop of milk from the rocks he's received. This is a Brazilian expression. I don't know if it is also an American native English speaker's expression. So let's go to the final solve, the clutchest solve of them all. He just went straight for the best solve of the average. Now, let's check what he did. He did for inspection, he did the Z2X. He's gonna do a white cross, and I literally forgot what was his first pair. So we'll see. It is a very simple cross, as you can see. He puts here, and then he slides to the cube. I don't know if it had sliding or not. For me, it could be or couldn't be. Like, he's really good at sliding, so at some point we want to detect his sliding techniques. So I think that's... Anyway, he's go to the cube, do this U prime, R2, G2, R wide prime, and does the white cross. And then for his first pair, he's gonna do a cool, not multi-slot, but multi-pairing, I think. Because if you did this pair like that, you would get terrible results. But if you did a U, and like this, you would have these two pairs. And that's exactly what he did. And then he put that one in, and that one in. And now this is why I think he managed to predict his entire F12, because he's going for that one, that pair, that, like, he did first the front left slots and then the front right, and now he's gonna do the back left. Why in this order? Because he predicted it. Like, you don't have to look ahead if you already did that inspection. That's so crazy that he got this level of look ahead. So he did this pair, solved it, and now I don't know, I really don't know if he predicted the whole F12 in that one. He might notice that this pair would be solved in the back, I don't know, but he got this right in front of his eyes. So even if he predicted only 3 pairs, that fourth one comes to the top. Like, this could be luck, or he really could have prepared for that, because it was a very quick F12. And then he went straight to that, which he did by doing a U prime. Because from here you could do a U2 and pair it up like that. But he did a U prime and then pair it up like that, which is what I would do. And then here is the craziest part for me to this whole average. He recognized the edge permutation. Like, he saw, oh, all my edges are getting permuted, and I'm not getting an EPUM. He probably saw because of this block, or because of the blocks or this pattern. I don't know how to recognize if it will be or not a EPUM yet. And then he did a U2, a Nicholas, EU, an EPUM, and clutched it. Like, he did a 3.96 with this solve. Now, here, what he could have done is, while inserting that last pair, he could have cancelled into the EPUM, but I doubt anyone at this speed would do this. Maybe he'll do that in the future, but if he did that and taken off like the 3 other mistakes he did, we would have saved about 0.8 seconds in the average, which would have resulted in an average sub 4. But that's not the point here. The point is, he destroyed the world record once again. And I think the only little bit of luck he had in this solve, because it was a nice solve, but the only bit of luck he really had is the no AUFU, because he just clutched it. Like, it was the best of the best of the best. Like, I love watching Yiheng Wang solve, and those solves always astonish me. There is, guys, this is the reconstruction of Yiheng Wang's 425 world record average. Like, I'm posting this even before it goes to the WCA, so this is as fresh as it gets. Thank you all, and keep twisting your little dices. Now, I'm gonna, as we say here in Brazil, falou!